I'm starting very early today. It's 4:38. Um, yeah, so that's a overnight market, a lot different. See what happens. The overnight market seems to be relatively range bound in this downtrend. Looks like we hit this buying area, this congestion here, and then sold off sharply but didn't make new lows. This is a sort of downtrend in here. Maybe travel down to the bottom of that. Let's see if there's any entry locations we can find in there. This is a bear bar. Where am I? Here. That would have been the sell for that, and it was. Again, somehow late, even though we're early. Had I started at 3, who knows what would have happened. We would have tried to trade this downtrend, I suppose. Have a sell area here. And I suppose in this downtrend, there really is a lot of sell entries. This is a pretty strong bear bar from here to here. Pretty strong is relative, but from here to here, starts back here. Inside of that range, we would have had one right there. This is one that never got retested. This little downtrend area, and then we see this. This was a sell. This would have been one here too. Pretty straightforward. Sold down. Stacking those. This is pretty congested here. Have to wait for it to do something else. I was not paying attention. This was a sell. There's a lot of junk up here. A lot of overlapping things. I suppose this is a pretty strong trend relative to the range that it was formed underneath. And selling inside of this would have been viable. This is now a possible range breakout though. I don't like that it ranged too much down here. It's already been tagged a bunch. I want to sell the resistance. So I will. So yeah, in this that was viable. Larger downtrend, big sell area, intermediate downtrend, weakness here, false range breakout. Um, this was the false range breakout, and then we have here a failure on the 1 second. So it's a lot of things lining up, and it was a good sell there. Probably could have held, but we'll see how that plays out. Needed to get the money back, though. Had my down limit. So unless they're gonna copy trade this combine, it has $300 on the DLL. Or the MMLL. This is my XFA, I guess. Um, Only been in it really 2 trading days. The market did push a new low there. This is a bear bar. Starting right there. Down in there. HV level. Reasonable. We have another 5-minute bear bar. It's got a little bit of a tail on it. The HV area for that would have been here. Never got tagged. Close, but never got tagged. Currently down $11. So I think that I'm going to take this here. Take one and see what happens. It never. This is the HV level on that, and we have multiple resistance points there. In this downtrend breaking lower. So I'm just going to try one because of, it's a continuation. I don't like the risk on there. I'll sell more up here possibly. But the idea there too is that these people are trapped. This buy area is trapped here. That's a new low still. We're in a downtrend on every time frame. With the, oh gosh, I don't know. Should probably look for this bear bars, these bear bars sort of thing, and be selling on the other side of them. Should be way over here. So in trying to identify that, got a level here. There's another bear bar here. This one. I call this a level. And actually, if we look, here is a bear bar. And the sell for that would have been here. did get a very good response from there. So very interesting. Good stuff. And that was a secondary response level. That was 1, 2. Actually, no, it's not. Another subsequent new low. Another bear bar. Another HV area. Sold another in the HV area. We'll see if that's a mistake to try to sell this for continuation. Should have to take off down here. New high in that. And then this was the bull bar area. We just filled into it to clear that because I don't want risk up there. Okay. Biggest bear bar was right here. HV area in that. Be around here. So I haven't really been utilizing the 1-minute chart at all. I don't have anything else to add on that, or any ideas on how I could be utilizing it, but I haven't. I suppose maybe trying to trade the inverse of these. That's a big 1-minute upshot. That's a failure of that level. So yeah, try to trade the inverse. 1 second push up, moved below, so selling in here is good, I guess. Maybe, we'll see. I probably should not try to improvise like that. It's probably not the move. I'm not going to do that again, actually. I had to pull my stop much lower. I do not like where it is right here. At all. Yeah, I don't like that because that's a sell area inside that bear bar. Another new high. I probably should have just closed. Or waited. I don't know what this level's from. Just gonna get rid of it for now. This is the bear bar right here. HV sell area was right here at 39. Inside that. We're above it. Well, we're in it. Would have been much better place to sell. Down pretty big on this so far. That's the highest volume liquidation push up. As long as it's holding, it's in an uptrend. That's a 5-minute bull bar. In theory, we would take off there. We're trading underneath that though, and the reason we take off there is that's the failed inversion on the bear bar here. That should have been a buy, but we'll see. The downtrends, confluent downtrends. No real reason to reverse here that I can see. I guess it's a range overshoot, return LVN sort of thing, but the downtrends are downtrending. My fill down here is really bad. This would have been a much better area. And it's all this congestion. Have some push here, so the question is whether or not I should take that off there. I'm going to try to hold for the downtrends fulfillment levels. Would be green had I sold here. Or out for break even had I taken off for break even. However, trading underneath that implies it's a failure of that, and we have a failure here, so it didn't really go under, but two new lows, I don't know. That would be a sell maybe. Trapped traders here, potentially. I would scale in, but risk and this area is still not good. This was a reversal and we're traded under this, so we'll see. Could possibly sell right there. Not going to because of the risk on the trade. Also thinking maybe I should take off because it invalidated this. That's a liquidation spike up there that we traded under. And now we're back above it. For now. Market seems to be creeping lower here. We are underneath this as well. Or did go underneath that as well. I'm kind of like negotiating with myself in this trade right now. Like, oh, if I just provide logical reasons why this is going to work, it'll work. Probably just going to get stopped. The buying is trickling in here. Little taps up. So we'll see. And I'm seeing this as like a possible flag in this. You know, like lower lows, sellers. If that fails, it's probably going to shoot higher. Right into my stop. 30 bucks off. No way to really know what it's going to do. I do see that this area was not holding really strongly as a continuation, so the buy is not immediate. I don't like how it's hanging out up here though. Seems like a dice roll. And on this 5, I mean, no real like failed shorts or anything. These are the working shorts up here, 20 points higher. So maybe it would have been a better place to sell up there. Failed longs all from yesterday. Holding above this area though, so it's the bottom of a range. Hard to say. This was a good sell though. This trend holding for a little bit of continuation. One tick that to an LVN, so that's why it's bouncing probably. Buyer areas, limit order buyers overnight. So you got to stay away from entering in those positions, which I kind of did. Yeah, I kind of entered there at the new lows. So trading for continuation in a tight range, not a good move. This is a new low. This would be a CTS entry, where the stop should be like way up here and target down there. I guess the longer it spends up here, I mean, I don't know. I'm just talking now, just guessing. That should have been an out, clearly. I was tempted to sell another at the market. All that does is increase my risk on a trade that's going against me, though, so I'm not going to do that. In this, where this kind of failed and it was ranging, selling up here at the higher volume area was better than selling for continuation. Higher volume 1 second that failed. And I'm like short from down here, so it's not good. That is a 1 second trend shift. Possible execution could have been like only sold 2 down here and not scaling up here, and then take off for like this area, but it's 4 points. Still would have taken a small loss. And one of the only things, one of the main things about this is that this is the bull bar from here to here, and then we were trading underneath that high volume area there. And we've already tagged this multiple times, but it's still not convincingly going under, so selling more here is probably the worst move because we might sell here and get stopped out. If anything, this would be a potential buy, but it's conflicting with this bull bar and the high volume area there. And yeah, we're still seeing little buyers come in here. It's probably shorts that are exiting. I'm just guessing at that point, shouldn't speculate. But like shorts that were risking off like I was considering doing. This is a 1 second range breakout right here that we have now failed under. So yeah, we have sell areas down here, but that range up there failed. So we're likely to get a liquidation push into that. I'll try to get out for break even, or just about break even. Not a bad idea. Yeah, it is. I don't know. This looks nasty. Congestion, big spike, not following through to the downside. This is the failed sell candle. Pushing through that. Big continuation push down. That was the break-even exit that I did not take. Hopefully I don't regret that. It's a big solid push down into there, and it's bouncing off that. Brutal. Hate that for me. Hate that for me so much. It could have resold right there. That would have been a resell and it's responding to it. Why was that a buy? Well, it's inside this. And it was my break-even exit. And then I could have resold this failure. These people are trapped probably, hopefully. But again, selling up here is not good. It's a pretty big bear bar. So we would be selling that bear bar, but it would have been right here and it failed above it. So this is just ranging, I guess. The resell of that's working for now. That buy fails, it's multiple stacked buy failures. There's one up here. If that fails, we'd have more, but it has not failed yet. And we are in a downtrend still. This would just would have been better to sell up here and clear for break even and try to resell. We're in a downtrend inside the range, probably retest somewhere down there. My mind is wandering. I haven't made a decision, good or bad, in a while. So I should have taken off for break even there. You know, when I'm that far gone on a trade for that long, taking off at break even was a good idea, and it could have been up 9 points higher. I guess the worst thing I could do is compensate by selling here, because that puts more risk involved on the trade that I was underwater on. One of the better things I could have done was take off for break even and sell here, and the risk would have been that I didn't get the continuation, but the continuation wasn't really worth as much as taking off. It was down like 70, 80 bucks. So that would have been 80 bucks in my favor. So all that being said, so I'll try to take off at break even. Probably going to miss the move down there, but I should be okay with that. If I can get out for that price. And I did want to take that to there though, but it would be from here to there, which I guess we're in, just not at a good price. I just hate how slow these overnight markets are. It's a congestion trend scalp on the 5 minute, so there's reasons to keep holding. I guess we're holding right in that CTS profit taking level, which would have only been like 6 or 7 points. It's another very strong bear bar right here. The sell on that would have been right here, which we went above and then below. Right there. And we're now underneath it. So I guess we have multiple stacked buy failures. This range isn't really a big. Come on, get me out. I guess that's just the touch of that, and we'll see. That was break even exit. Okay, I took a break even exit. I lost commissions. It's probably gonna fall through. I don't care. I'm down $22 on the day. I just wanted to be out of that. Should have been out multiple times, and from there to there was a better entry. It's likely to just push through, but whatever. Just have to wait a little bit. So the market did bounce here. I tried to join bid. I didn't get filled. It was a little bit late. Should have had a limit there. Could have scalped another 20 bucks on that, but I think it's just profit taking. I don't know if there would be any real substantial buys. If anything, the slow grind is down. Like the sleepy failed people are the longs. This level here was a long failure, and as long as we're under that, we should trend. And see right there, we didn't quite fill it, so yeah. It could have maybe resold up here. Noticing too, this was a high volume 1 second that I did not see from, well, I didn't really check. Inside of this bull bar, that's not really a strong bull bar, but it is the highest 1 second volume in the entire trend there. And we are, that's where it tagged for the bottom here. Gross. Saw just all this is down. Lots of failed buys on this uptrend area that we're overlapping that are not exactly marked. And then I saw too this. This is a pretty strong bear bar. This would have been the what's it called, the buy area or sell area, whatever. That's an area. We're now under it multiple times. But it's a range from here to here. This is a problematic bull bar though. That's really what one of the, I think the biggest problem here is this hit of this, and this bull bar is indicating we go up, but that failed up there for continuation. And then this rebuy of this bear thing failed here, so we downtrended, but we haven't quite hit the bottom of the range there. Sold one here for that. That should be a resell because of this this bear bar level. Market did stall there. Pushing lower for now. Hanging on to that is another 50 to 20 bucks.